I've been calling and texting all day. No. Oh, so you give me the silent treatment. But when I do it, you get mad. But when I do it, it's not the silent treatment. It's you know that I have a personality disorder. And I told you that when we met. So when I do it, it says I just need a break. I just need to cool down and calm down. But when you do it, you're doing it on purpose. So you're intentionally trying to hurt me. And when you hurt me, that makes me mad. That triggers me. You know that. I've been calling and texting. You don't even respond. I do respond to your phone calls. Yeah, I respond to your I know it's like maybe a couple hours later, but I do respond. You never tell me or ask me to respond in 15 to 20 minutes. If you said, Leon, can you respond in 20 minutes? I'll respond in 20 minutes. But since you don't say nothing, I didn't think that me responding an hour or 2 hours later was important to you. I didn't think it was a big deal, a problem. So you give me the silent treatment, but when I do it, you know it's because of my personality disorder. So I don't really have control of it when I give it to you. My therapist told me just to walk away and calm down. You do it on purpose. So maybe you're the narcissistic person. You told me you would never give me the silent treatment. So now you're either narcissistic and you're lying. And you want to trigger me on purpose. So now you're being vindictive. So you got a lot of traits. You need to think about that. All I ask you to do is to call me back. You work part-time, I work full-time. I can't call you like you can call me. You're at home all the time. All right. Yeah, whatever. So here's the thing. Narcissistic people do not like the silent treatment. I'm not saying do this, but a lot of times most of you all are too available. You are too reliable. You are too there. The hardest thing for me to deal with, besides everything else, was the silent treatment. It felt good to give her, whoever she was at the time, the silent treatment. And I'm going to tell you something, how sick a narcissistic person's mind is, how self-centered we are when we get angry, when we want something our way. I even gave my children the silent treatment. Yeah, my ex-wife told me to stop. She did. And so we can do it to you, but we can't take it. Narcissistic people are not emotionally strong enough to handle when you do to us what we do to you. That's why when you do it and you're good at it, I'm not saying be good at something negative, but when you do it and you're good at it, we lose control. We become unglued because we are used to being the center of attention. We are used to being in the know. We are used to knowing everything that's going on, what's going on, where you going, who you with. You know? And so when we are giving you the silent treatment, also it's because I was giving my time to somebody else. I was able to juggle different women, but they were women that were just like me, broken, low self-esteem, insecure, jealous. So I was able to handle those type of women, 3 or 4 women at one time. And I'm not bragging about this. I wish I had never done this. But I was able to handle those women because they were just like me. And I knew when I was with somebody that was just like me, or I was interested in somebody like me, or I was giving somebody like me the silent treatment, I knew how they were thinking because I was thinking the same way. We were all broken and dysfunctional and narcissistic. Maybe they weren't full-blown narcissists, but they had the traits. So I knew how to manage and regulate their emotions and their feelings and their concerns. A woman that was strong, a woman that held me accountable, a woman that gave me the silent treatment with firm conviction, I couldn't handle it. I almost broke down crying. It got that bad because it's like, where you at, girl? I've been texting you. I've been calling you. But when she was calling and texting me, I'm maneuvering and shaking and ducking and dodging because I was with somebody else, or I was doing it on purpose to piss her off because it felt good for me to hurt people emotionally. It felt good for me to detach knowing that they were attached to me. It felt good to give my kids the silent treatment. Narcissism is a sickness. It's a sickness. It is. But one of the worst things that you can do to a narcissistic person is give them silent treatment, because now it's like I start to wonder, what does she know about me? Who is she seeing? Is she leaving? Is she preparing to go? They don't like that because now they don't know what's going on because they have to always know what's going on, be in charge, be in control, and have you back on your heels. When they're pushed back on their heels, when they're wide open, insecure, and hurting, and nobody's there for them, now it's like, what they're going to do? And don't fall for it. What they're going to do when you give them the silent treatment, they're going to do what you want them to do. They're going to come back around. They're going to start emailing, calling, texting. But then they're going to give you a sob story. They're going to pull on your heartstrings and make you drop your guard and stop. Okay, Leon, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. And then they're going to make you feel like you're wrong for giving them the silent treatment. But when they gave you the silent treatment, it's going to always be your fault. I'm not saying do this to a narcissistic person, but what got my attention, what hurt me to my core, was a silent treatment. When a narcissistic person is getting a silent treatment, their ego is starting to shrink. The world is closing in on them. The walls are falling down on them, and they don't like it. They feel unimportant. They don't feel like they don't feel like you like them anymore. They feel like you have control back and you're taking it back, and they don't like that. All right, y'all have a nice day.